already in the draft. Things are moving real quickly. Yeah, we've got a lot of new faces. A brand new team of 5 players that I've never seen before on the blue side. On the red side, we've got the old favorites. We've got no. We've got Columbia, who's a new guy. He's on top. King Kublai is going to be jungle. Kyoto's going to be mid. Troll is ADC with Leaf at support. So, and Leaf gets his Lulu. Get the staple Morgana pick for blue side, which is always a thing. Um, I kind of like Lulu into Morg though. How about you?
It's not too bad.
Because like you can can you? I think help Pixel knock her shield out pretty quick, right?
Uh, it depends on how much you've ranked it up. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I always read that shit first. Yeah.
but not like you're not going to really be able to poke her out
Mm-hmm.
effectively with Lulu. But again, Lulu's one of my favorite supports. Later on the game helps keep everybody alive, and depending on if somebody gets like you can still negate one of the opponents in the bottom lane. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Lulu's the best. She's just the best. So, um, yeah. And Troll is having his Aphelios, which he's been spamming a lot. Don't know if he's good with it, but he's gonna have some fun for sure. So we'll find out. Although he did post like a penta, didn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah, yeah, I did. So he knows a champ. He knows a champ. You got to know a champ to get a penta on him. You don't. It's not like a you don't stumble into accidental pentas like a Fizz or something. Um, yeah. So Felios, that's legit. I have no idea what's going
Maybe
on, but
maybe on Howling Abyss, possibly.
yeah, 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 for real. So we've got a Nautilus on blue side. I'm guessing that's a Nautilus jungle, because more jungle was super nerfed. Um, also, fun fact, most of these guys were already on a team. Hi, Kizak. Um, so, oh shit, Kublai's got his rumble. Um, yeah, so we'll see. So we've got four. They basically got four of their full squad plus Blue Jay, who is not on their team. So they're already going to have that synergy. And yeah, we've got their top laner over at red side. So we will see. Um, Renekton gets banned out, and Silas taken away. I wonder if Kyoto's gonna get Cassio here. Although they've got a lot of you got a lot of AP with the Rumble. Hi Talia, I hope you're having a great vacation and getting plenty of beach time. Um, yeah, I think Galio's gone.
It's kind of difficult to do. Like when you are going up against some of these people for the first time, you're basically looking at internet stats.
Yeah,
We don't really know what are the top picks, what are the dangerous ones. So
yeah,
it makes it interesting, but it also makes for a difficult ban phase.
it does. Yeah, until you get familiar with them. So like, yeah, there's been a pretty consistent pattern of like everybody getting like 1 or 2 games on their signature champ, and then people realizing like, okay, we're not gonna let take this guy's set away. He's not gonna play set anymore.
Aurelia,
Yeah,
that's true.
Aurelia. Oh, Aurelia. Ooh, Aurelia does get through. Kyoto's favorite girl, his best girl. Um, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And also full caveat. This is my first time arranging the teams, and I did it in a real quick hurry. So I hope this will be a close, balanced game, like as done usually by Pyro Blitz. But I'm filling in for Pyro, so we'll see if there's a change in game quality. You'll know who to point the finger at. So Maladorn,
On the
that's
other,
the guy.
no. But on the other side of the coin, if it is a fast game, we're just going to get more games
We
in.
just get more games in
So
tonight. Yeah, that's
everybody
right.
wins.
That's
Everybody
what everybody
wins.
wants. Yeah, yeah. Everyone wants to play. Everyone wants to get a lot of games in. Yeah, it works out. So yeah, I'm
I
really.
was not consulted on any of the team. This is all Josh.
um. Well, we'll let the fans decide. I mean, who could say? I say
Sure,
one
sure.
thing, you say another thing. Who can? Nobody can know what the fact of anything is. Um, yeah, I do really like blue team though so far. That's a
A
pretty
lot
sweet
of
comp we got.
CC.
A lot of CC, yeah, yeah. And Colombia's gonna go with Shen in the top lane. Um, so Colombia did not get bans from his own teammates. I wonder
I
if it,
think they are having to shuffle the teams. I was wondering, it was like, is Kyoto jungle? So I
oh
think they
yeah,
are fixing the teams from the
perfect,
premature start. So
excellent, excellent, good, good, good. Sweet, I'll let them know. Um, yeah. So I think, oh, they're all set. Cool, great. So we'll be loading up shortly.
nice.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, one of the things that we've gotten to is questions about if people could bring their full five-man squads in. Um, and so because typically that's the typical tournament setup. So this one's a little bit different. Captain's draft, a bunch of teams, a bunch of players come into the pool. They each play a bunch of in-houses for 2-3 weeks, and then we do a captain's draft, and then people are drafted to different teams. Um, so yeah, you'll get to exploit the weaknesses of your friends in this tournament, which is a lot of fun, I think. Um, let's go to the.
It's definitely a different experience than an invitational or coming in with your pre-range crew.
Mm-hmm.
Get to meet a lot of other players, a lot of other play styles, and get to experience that team building, becoming that cohesive unit
Yeah,
for the tournament.
and I think that's like contributed a lot to the community being so like tight knit. I think, um, because like it is tough when you get like beat really bad by somebody else, like especially like in your own role. But after you've like had a chance to play a couple games with them and get to know them, like you develop like that respect, that camaraderie and stuff. So um, yeah, yeah, it's a good thing. But there is definitely going to be an invitational after the captain's draft. So I want everybody to make sure that they know that we do alternate between the two, where you've got the draft style and then you've also got the invitational style as well. So, and a lot of the people that are in the draft came from some of the invitational teams that came over for our last tournament. So, yes, we've been just picking up more and more people. It's been great.
Yep,
Um,
we do both flavors, but alternate. So different experiences.
yeah, yeah. Um, so this will be a good intro though for I'm not sure what their team name is though. It's what's the acronym for it? CD2? I don't even know what that is.
I think Pyro already leapt into action
Oh,
and
Captain's Draft 2. Dude, Pyro's like the freaking man. The man behind the man behind the man. So, um
stage
and
hands.
yeah, yeah. But this is cool though because we do have a lot of new players and so this is one of my favorite things to do is just like dump them in there, test them against, a slightly tougher team maybe, and see how they hang, and then start spreading them out apart, and then you know trying them out in different configurations. So we got a lot of people tonight, though. We almost had enough for 2 different games, which I was thinking like, oh, that would be cool, but then I don't know who would run it. So maybe one of the captains might get called up for that. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, yeah, if we've been having a lot of turnout for the scrims. I think it generates a lot of excitement on the server, and just having these games, we've been steadily having more people come in
Mm-hmm.
here, check it out, wanting to join into the captain's draft. I think that's also why the drafting period is a little long, is to allow for the potential to have more
Mm-hmm.
teams. Like the more teams that we can get in there, I think potentially the better, because it's more people playing as opposed to sitting on the sidelines. So
Yeah.
um, trying to give enough time that people can have a good showing in the scrims. Understand that you don't have to be here for every single night and try to get into every single game, and it's not necessarily about winning or losing. It's about how well you play.
Yeah.
Play
Yeah.
from behind, playing well ahead, working as a team, seeing what you can do in your main roles, off roles, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't have to have the highest gold, highest DPS. Obviously things like KDA are important, kill participation is important. But that's yeah, like you to reiterate what you said, like that's not the only metric that we're considering. So a lot of things are taken into account. Teamwork, comms, communication, yeah, and how well you handle stress. So
Yep.
yeah, that's a big one. So
And we're trying to make sure that everybody gets a chance to play with just about everybody, and captains especially, so that they can see what people are like in the games. That will probably influence who they might be trying to pick first.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's interesting to evaluate too because you wonder like okay so some captains might go for like personality chemistry and other captains might just go for like I would just want somebody who doesn't talk who takes orders. I don't know how far on which side of the spectrum each of the captains are going to fall, but I have a couple of assumptions though. I think some captains are going to go for more chemistry, personality chemistry. I personally like that the most myself. Um, what's your preference if you were building a team? What would you be looking for?
Oh, definitely. I side on that as well. Like I've played on teams where, like I said, you win, but like at what cost? Like I'm not having fun in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of dislike my teammates in the first place, and it's like okay, you get that satisfaction at the end, but then you had to deal with all of that stuff in between. So
Yeah,
I much rather play with people that I get along with and have a good time with, and feel like are putting in the same level of effort and care into the game as I do.
100%. Yeah, yeah. Because if you don't have that chemistry, like it just, I don't know, it starts feeling like a job instead of a game, and then like you're just, I don't know. So, um, yeah, yeah. It's just kind of, yeah. So social chemistry, really high metric for I believe a lot of captains here. So it's not just stats. So don't worry too much about the stats. Obviously, don't want to see the 0 and 10 Yasuo buff happening too many times, but you know,
I mean, if you pop off after you get that 10th death, I mean,
hey,
that's something. That's
yeah,
something.
yeah.
But
If you got to
I
build up.
do like Team Blue's skin game. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a pretty strong. I like all of those skins.
Yeah, big fan of High Noon support, rocking the High Noon Ash. Real legit there. I like that. That's awesome. I also like that name too. High Noon support's pretty dope. That's a good name. I'm a sucker for any support callouts in somebody's name or tags or whatever, so I'll go with that. What do you think about the teams though so far? Um, I
Like I
can't
said,
tell.
blue team has a ton of CC.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, CC wins fights, wins games, man.
yeah,
Can't discount King Kublai. Um, any situation he can get a freaking equalizer off, more than tips the balance
yeah,
on his team side.
yeah.
Kyoto's finally got Irelia,
Mm-hmm.
so like gets to flex maximum power. So it could be interesting, but I think I like blue team's comp a bit more.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I do really like the fact that like Kyoto's got the AD mid laner with an AP jungler. He's usually stuck with an AD jungler. So,
True, true.
yeah, I'm glad he's got that mixed damage synergy going. Um, yeah, but comp wise, just like on paper, I definitely like blue side a lot. Just because like it's not just a pick comp, it's like a multi-pick comp. Like Ash Arrow, then Nautilus Hook, somebody's dead. You still have Malzahar ulti, and you still have a Dark Binding. So there's just
Like everyone has
yeah,
hard CC on that team, like pretty much on demand.
yeah, you can stagger that like super hard. Um, yeah, I like that. So, and excuse any weird clicks. This is a new mouse. I barely made it through my rank game today on this thing, so camera should be also like using the camera messes you up in games because you're like, oh my god, I'm so close. I can't.
I
It
know.
makes my
I
brain hurt.
I'm
Yeah.
playing the actual games. I'm like, I can't. Can I zoom out?
I
Can I zoom out
know.
more?
I need to see more. Yeah, it's rough. It's
It's so close. Why
yeah,
why can't they just do it just a little bit?
just a little
Just a
bit.
little more.
Yeah, it feels like my brain is like right. It's just surrounded by screen now. It's yeah, it's crazy. Um, so I am interested with the Impalo decided to go with Dark Harvest on Morgana. I think I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen more jungle. They did nerf more jungle pretty hard. Um, but they also nerfed Rumble jungle pretty hard. So we're both seeing two supposedly nerfed junglers that were supposed to not be jungle viable, at least in the pro scene. In the pro scene, you've got you're working with jungle pathing that's you're dealing with
Down
like
to the
matters of seconds
millisecond.
down to the millisecond. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like Morg losing like 25% damage is like, oh, she's the worst. But in like a normal human elo, totally fine. I think so. We shall see.
I believe in their champions. Like,
yeah, me too. Me too. And Dragon Lizard should have the advantage against Kyoto in the mid lane. Malzahar is awesome against melee matchups. He's got that push and power. He's got the shield to protect him in case like Kyoto tries to get a stun on him. So we'll see if Dragon Lizard punishes Kyoto in that matchup. And Pirate Trade living up to his name, trading hard. Okay, so Kublai went for red buff to Krugs. And Rumble's really good at group camps too. He's much better at like AoE camps than he is at single target camps. So going for the Krugs makes sense. And he might be prepping for a level 2 gank. No, he's gonna go for Raptors. Okay.
I mean, Malzahar's pushed up pretty far. He could definitely.
Oh yeah. So yeah, hovering topside makes sense though, because yeah, you're right. There's two blues pushing both lanes, top and mid. So typically you don't want to gank with Rumble unless it's like a sure thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kublai's just gonna keep farming, try to get that 6, because he is a monster. Once he gets that ultimate, he ganks that thing on cooldown, plants his jungle droughts perfectly. Every time. Yep, Kyoto gets the stun on the Dragon Lizard, gets full stacks, heavy trading. He has taken some minion damage, but he's got a corruption pot going. About even trade though. Dragon Lizard gets that dot on him and just Malzahar doing Malzahar things, chewing up melee mid laners. I like it. Pirate Trade getting some really good trades. Doesn't even take turret aggro too, right next to the tower, so I like seeing that. And it looks like Impalo's angling for a top lane gank. It's going to be hard against a Shen pushed in, so... So Columbia does go in, gets flipped over, Impalo's here, drops the pool, Columbia flashes, oh, sidesteps the Dark Bindweed, still gets killed though. The barrage from Pirate Trade finishes him off under his own turret. First blood over to Pirate Trade. Kublai's bot lane, but he's going to get spotted by a ward. The slow polymorph hits Blue Jay. Not enough to get him, the Nautilus hook is enough to get Blue Jay out safely. And he's sitting on 2 pots and 2 biscuits, so he's going to recover quite easily from that gank attempt. Kublai gets spotted out, but he's going to collect a Raptor camp here. And that's going to extend his CS lead over Impalo. This is a really good camp to take. Rumble's so good at just like grabbing these chickens, it's nice. And he might be angling mid for a gank here. Dragon Lizard's got his shield. His silence is down. He's going to eat a flamethrower. Kyoto goes in, flashes out of the Floss Duet. So no stun, no follow-up. Meanwhile, there's a fight in the bot lane. Blue Jay's taking a lot of poke. Yosuke's trying to all in. The flash forward from Troll doesn't get in range of the auto attack. Takes a volley in response. Roots high noon support. And the poke is just relentless from their bot lane. Potions are getting drunk hella fast down there. And Apollo is bot to make sure red side bot lane is staying honest and not getting careless. Pushing up non-stop. So Columbia goes all in on Pirate Trade. He's got a level 1 advantage and a really big minion wave too. This is a really good trade for him. Getting a lot of damage in. Nice smart trade from Columbia there.
Don't know if they can stop this dragon.
Yeah, I don't think they can. That should be just an easy take. Yep. Smart dragon take while the red side bot lane was back to lane, so nice work. Good call from Impalo and blue side. I'm gonna drop this chat. So CS wise, High Need Support's doing really well. He's got a 20 CS lead. And they're slow pushing a pretty nice wave in the bot lane turret. Meanwhile, King Kublai is going to pick up the top scuttle crab. Oh, but he is sandwiched though by 2 blue team members. Dragon Lizard does land the ulti into the binding, and that's Kublai's just dead. Oh, even flash too. No way out. Kyoto's Cloud's looking for revenge though. Probably not going to be able to run him down though. Pirate Trade's taking a bad trade into Columbia. Flip falls short, and Kyoto's lurking, but blue team knows well enough to not stick around. So really good collapse by the mid and jungler on the blue side. And we saw that layered CC you were talking about too, with the Malzahar ulti into the dark binding.
It's kind of hard to miss when they're just setting the thing up like a T-ball.
Yep.
But brutally effective.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, catching somebody out in the open like that, it's pretty much a death sentence. So Kyoto did shove the wave, and he is walking up top without vision. Oh shoot, but he's going to go for the ward if he keeps going that direction. Yeah, so they're going to spot him, but Pirate Trade is pretty far up in the lane. So Kyoto might be able to get a stun here. Waits for the dash, stun falls short, and that's it for the roam. They've got 3 members on the top side. And looks like it's just going to be a back for Kyoto. Blue signals all in. Flash onto Troll while Leaf is working on a ward. Oh, but the Shen ulti's here though. And they don't have exhaust for this fight stays extended though. Columbia's looking for a taunt dash. Blue Jay's trying to get time to get his anchor back. Columbia gets in front of Blue Jay. Blue Jay is going to be able to anchor the turret and get out, but real heads up TP. Oh, there's a TP too in the bot lane. Dragon Lizard is run down by both Kyoto and King Kublai. There's no way out. He's got no ultimate, no flash. He's just dead to rights. Meanwhile, the 3v3 continues. Blue Jay's really hurt. Pirate Trade goes in, flips Columbia, but Columbia just taunts in response, kills High Noon support. Columbia's going to pay for his life though, but the kiting is not going to happen. There's so many slows from red side. Slow hits Yasuke and just trolling, but they've got a 4-man dive in this lane though. Kyoto lands the Flawless Duet, lands the Blade Storm, goes in, but he gives up a kill. Blue Jay does go down. Yosuke has the giant growth, barely survives that. They almost trade over 2 kills on the blue side for that dive, but really well-timed play. Good response from all members of both sides. There is an Asher coming in, just gonna miss. Really close play. Lots of aggression. Tight game so far. 13k to each side. And Nerd Hobbies is apologizing to his teammate, I guess. Sorry, Paulo, we know what your weakness is. That's the fun little wrinkles that come with some of these in-house scrims. I know exactly what I would do against Troll, for example. Probably against Kian too, Kyoto maybe too, but yeah.
Well, you're not gonna say.
I'm not gonna say.
Not free info.
Not free info.
You gotta learn that.
I gotta learn that though. Oh man, full dots, full voidlings on a Kyoto. He takes an entire life bar of damage. Dragon Lizard flashes just to confirm the kill, make sure he goes down. Kyoto had no flash in response, so easy 1v1 for Dragon Lizard on that Malzahar.
I don't think he would have been able to. He would flash it out. Like
I would have. Yeah,
the dot would have got him anyway.
Yeah, I think so. So with the kill on the Kyoto, Kublai's forced to use his equalizer to clear out the minion wave in mid. Trying his best to save this turret, but the Dark Binding lands. Kublai's got to back up a little bit. And it should only be 2 plates for that. But there is a fight in the bot lane though. Trolling gets hooked by Blue Jay. Blue Jay is following up with all the CC, all the damage though. TP into the bot lane though. Are they going to be able to get out? They're still all in though. High Noon support's not giving up. He's getting his double kill no matter what the hell happens. Columbia, TP's down though. He's not going to be able to get through the CC of Blue Jay. And High Noon support just taking it to him, staying in the pocket, keeping his damage down, and knowing how much time he's got to kill his targets. Really nice ADC play from there. Columbia flashes though in with a taunt. He's going to have to get through Blue Jay's CC though. The Hick lands, the Root lands, he's slowed down. High Noon support is going to turn around and kill him with Blue Jay's tanking. Really good. Yeah, they got to be careful. Okay, so it looks like Kublai and Kyoto might be fancying. No, they're not going to go. Yeah, High Noon support. Really good ADC play there. And also Blue Jay, very good on the CC as well. Behind or in front of every good ADC is a fantastic support. So we keep that in mind. So it's going to be a little back and forth over this dragon. No side really wants to commit, though. They've got the numbers because high noon support's not there yet. But the hook is onto King Kublai, though. He gets exhausted. He does get his equalizer down, though. Malzahar ulti's down, and there's still pretty good health bars on the side of red. Kyoto's Cloud gets into the back line, though. High noon support finds himself tanking 3 members at a time. King Kublai flashes in. High noon does get a kill on a troll, though. Kublai is surviving, and Kyoto is bullying Impalo to get the hell away from the dragon. And they've got enough health to take the dragon, so it's going to be 1 dragon to 1 with the successful take, unless Impalo gets a steal somehow. He's not going to go for it, though.
You never know, man. Smite is up. Smite.
Yeah. And then there's a pretty big CS difference between Pirate Trade and Columbia in the top lane. He's almost 50 CS up, though. Columbia is down 1 XP level. He's been doing a lot of TP and a lot of Shen ulting in the bot lane. While Pirate Trade has not been making as many global plays, obviously, because he's not Shen. But yeah, we'll see. Columbia's got to make sure he doesn't fall too far behind in XP with all those cross-map plays.
It's like trolling has been closing the CS gap a bit.
Oh, that's true.
High noon support is definitely getting fed.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Yeah.
a little plump there.
Yeah. I like what I've seen from this guy. Being a support player, it's just my personal excitement whenever I see somebody playing AD carry well. It's nice. Don't see it a lot in my ranked games, so props to high noon support and to Blue Jay too for being a freaking awesome Nautilus. Let's see, Kyoto's Cloud, he's got to be careful. He might be finding himself in a 1v2 here. But Kublai is around. The stun lands on a Dragon Lizard. Oh, the suppression goes in. The the equalizer is down, though. Oh my god, it does kill. There's so much burst damage. The squishiness of the mid-jungle on blue side just gets annihilated by that equalizer just right out of the bush. Really, really good timing by Kublai to get there and help his mid lane buddy out.
I think they just shred this tower.
Yeah. Really's got a Blade of the Rune King. Kublai's overheating and getting that extra melee damage. And that is first hurt for red side. So one thing I will say though, even though... Oh, Leaf is really getting close to getting hooked there. But that was a bait though, because Kyoto was hanging out, waiting in the wings in the tri-bush though. We are going to have a 2v2 in the top lane though. Pirate Trade is trying to get back in there. Columbia's backing out. He's going to get silenced. King Kublai's there. They're probably going to walk it on out though. Kublai gets a harpoon to slow Lizard down. No follow-up from there.
He's just got to wait a little bit until he gets the equalizer.
Yeah.
It is now available.
Nice. You can bet your bottom dollar Kublai's going to be looking to use that probably top lane.
Probably going to get cast in about 5 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Kyoto's there too. Taunt goes in, equalizer goes down. Columbia's got to back away though. He's gonna get flipped back. Pirate Trade's gonna get the, or Dragon Lizard gets the kill. Pirate Trade pays for his life though. Kyoto is on the pursuit. Dragon Lizard, he's gonna get slowed by the Aurelia ultimate. Dash in, auto attack, and that is all she wrote. King Kublai's unstoppable. Gets the flamethrower on a Dragon Lizard at the last minute. Trolling, he's locked up so much CC. He's exhausted. He's knocked up. He's hooked. There's nothing he can do. High Noon just gets a trade for free. Gotta be careful though, Lulu could get a little cheeky. Yosuke is looking for it. He doesn't have an ignite or anything, but picks could hurt, but no, high noon support, he's just gonna get some lifesteal on. Gonna get his health back up. He's got the Immortal Shield Bow, so which gives him, how much lifesteal has he got? 10% lifesteal. 80 attack speed, critical chance. What more do you need if you're worried about getting dove? Freaking Immortal Shield Bow. 80 carry itemization is fantastic. Oh, and it looks like the red side did pick up the Rift Herald as well on the back end of that top play.
Yep, mid tower has gone down to Morgana, and the map is starting to open up.
Yeah, it is. And we're 60 minutes in, and it's a razor thin margin between both teams here, within 1,000 gold of each other. So, despite the discrepancies between the various solo and bot lanes, gold is even on both teams, 5v5.
Good job on the teams, Josh.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was really freaking out about that. I'm like, Pyro's done so much work balancing these teams. He's got me all the info ahead of time too. He's prepared me well. But there's more insight than just the raw numbers.
It's not just numbers.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, and a good showing. Also, like, blue side is mostly silver ranked on their champ, so don't know what that's about. Troll gets a root on High Noon, forcing a flash. Blue Jay is there to layer some CC and slow him down. High Noon's trading back, though. Love his aggression. Flash in from Kublai, though. Gets the flamethrower, though. High Noon overstepped and just gets burned down by the Rumble fire-thrower. Nice heads-up play from Kublai to get that kill and to punish High Noon for getting a little too aggro. Dragon Lizard is going to take the 2-2 mid, so good opportunity to push. Yeah. Yeah.
Go where the enemy is not and take what you can.
Yeah, take that free gold for your whole team. That is a huge bonus. Keep that pressure up. Yeah, you can't really let Malzahar just... Oh, but he is far up. Columbia's going to get that spell shield down, gets the taunt onto Dragon Lizard, and this is just a 1v2. It's going to save his cooldowns. There's no point in spending your ultimate there. Just do what you can. Go back to base. And Leaf is doing surprisingly well in the face of that super aggro bot lane from blue side. Usually, when an AD carry gets a lead, Not can just hook at will. And Leaf's been able to avoid a lot of potential kills on him.
I can't say that he's had a bad showing whenever he's gotten Lulu.
Yeah, his Lulu's
very effective force multiplier on the champion.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, his Lulu is phenomenal. It's actually interesting to see the battle of enchanters when he plays against Drupert.
We haven't had that match yet, have we? It's gonna have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, and Paulo lands the blind binding on Kyoto, who's trying to be a little sneaky. And Paulo knows what's up. He's not gonna face check. Even though this tournament's been the land of face check. And Paulo knows better. So Hainu's support does have ultimate, as does Blue Jay. Yasuke's got to be real careful. He might take an arrow there. Arrow lands and the hook misses though. Yasuke's gonna have to flash. No. Troll eventually pulls him in though. Shen ultimate's down. Giant Growth is down. There's so much health and so much sustain. There's no way that Hainun can get through all that beefiness. And there's no tower to help Blue Jay. He might get a hook on this tower. Oh, he does not get out though. Double kill on the Columbia, getting that gold, making that difference. Meanwhile, mid lane, the 2v2 is on. Kyoto's Cloud gets oh my god, he gets a double kill on Dragon and Impalo. Thought they had him dead to rights there with that Malzahar ulti, but it's just too beefy. Oh, he's got the he's got Merc Treads and a Null Magic Mantle. Is that what that is? Negatron Cloak. So Kyoto doing the smart thing, buying Magic Resist when he's facing off against a jungler and a mid laner with both AP damage. So smart itemization.
Just want to say that the Shen ulti was clutch.
So
if he
clutch.
did not show up when he did, they were dead to
that. Yeah. Trolling, his health bar was bouncing back and forth between shields and almost dead. From the Giant Growth and the Shen ulti, Lulu shield, yeah. He even got exhausted too in the middle of that. Like he was so much, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
They got the taunt on High Noon, they got the polymorph, the exhaust, and were able to fight it out.
Yeah. I think that's what... Oh, there might be a collapse here. High Noon gets the volley over the wall to slow Leaf down. But they might be able to get out. Cublight does have his equalizer if they pursue. I don't think they're going to do it. But yeah, I think that also shows that like how specialized Blue Side's composition is they get a pick, they kill whoever they pick, and then they leave. Or they, win with like superior numbers. But they had to switch targets. They didn't get the pick on Leaf. So at that point, you kind of gotta bail and like wait for your cooldowns to come back, because usually Ashe plus Nautilus should be a kill immediately. But if it goes sideways, then you just gotta back out. Yeah, I thought Heinen was gonna pull it off though. 100% thought he was gonna pull it off. So I would went for that too instead of backing off.
So it looks like blue team's deep wards expired. Red has set up a lot along the river.
You're right. Switch it over. Oh yeah, they have the whole river and red side lit up. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, good for them. Blue. Yeah, the blue side's the other vision's pushed in.
They had some in Red's bottom jungle, but they look like they have expired.
Yeah. Yeah, losing the mid and bot turret, they've lost a bunch of pressure on that side of the map, and Red could be going for Soul Point here. There are a couple backs though, but Dragon's gonna be up in 30 seconds, so it's a little bit timing's a little bit tight. Pirate Trade is backing as well. He's got TP. Shen's got ultimate, so we'll see. But you really don't want to get picked
on a
here.
decent amount of gold.
Yeah, you don't want to get picked here.
Well.
This could be, yeah. If Leaf gets picked, it's super bad. As a Lulu, you need to be alive for these fights, so yeah. So neither top laner is showing. And Blue just looks like he's just waiting for a sweet spot. There is a hook, following up a Mort Q. Oh man, Kublai's silenced, but he does get his Zanya's off though. The Equalizer's down, there's not going to be any follow-up damage though. Trolling, he's caught, he's getting CC'd and exhausted. There's a split fight. Nobody's going down yet. Blue Jay goes down, Impala goes down. All of a sudden there's a cascade of damage flying in. Oh my god, from the Rumble and Columbia, we're down to 3v3. Dragon Lizard is posturing up. He wants to get some resets with those Malzahar dots, but 2 kills apiece from either side in this really tense trade-off here.
That was nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea who the hell was damaging who in that fight.
All I knew is that Shen had ult and Urgot was responding. And,
yeah. Tons of CC on King Kublai. Tons of CC on Troll, too. He's getting exhausted like clockwork by Blue every single fight. Yeah, Blue's on point with reducing Troll's damage at the start of each fight, so props to him for that, for sure.
So everybody regroup and round 2.
Round 2.
See you at the river.
Yep. Equalizer's back. Morgana ulti, Malzahar ulti. They should be back relatively soon. But a lot of flashes are down. At least on the side of red. Or blue side. And even though it's 13 to 20 kills, the gold is really tight. It's still almost a tie. Team to
It's a
team.
very close game.
Yeah. Ash Arrow goes loose. Doesn't hit anything. And Blue has the positional tempo on the Dragon right now. Columbia has TP. He's going to TP in. Equalizer goes down directly into the Dragon, splitting them off a little bit. Kublai's walking forward. Blue team does get the Dragon. Troll's got to be really careful though. Oh my gosh! Oh, the Aphelios route locks him up. Columbia goes in. He's tanking 5 members of the enemy team though. He's trying to back up. He's got the giant growth on him though. Damage is going through though. Leaf goes down. It's still a fight. But Kyoto dives, gets suppressed as soon as he gets in the back line though. This is a disaster for Team Red. Overextending. Troll has the flash, but they are going to go straight for Baron from the blue side. Really, really nice play from blue team. Dragon Lizard did the smart thing and held that ultimate for Kyoto. So while Kyoto played is buying MR, he has not paid his Malzahar tax yet and gotten a QSS. So you can count every time Kyoto goes into the backline, he's going to eat a Malzahar support, or Malzahar ultimate in response. So, and that is the power of Malzahar. You got 50 dashes, you're flying around back and forth like some kind of crazy ninja, and he's just like points at you and stops you. So
he says, "Go buy a scarf, man."
Yeah, go get yourself a scarf. Yeah, but yeah, I hope Kyoto does get a QSS soon, because if he's not allowed to get into the backline and get his lifesteal, all that sort of good stuff, it's gonna be a tough time. So he's got a Wit's End for some MR, and he's got his Merc Treads, but that's not gonna replace the QSS. So we'll see if he'll pick up the scratch for that soon.
I mean, even not just Malzahar, like so many members on that team
Mm-hmm.
have pretty much point and clicks or point and
Mm-hmm.
click CC. It behooves him to pick that up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's really dangerous because you've got the Impala's Morgana ultimate. If Pirate Trade decides to like jump back in line, you can flip him out. Um, the dots are real. The dots hurt super bad. So, and that gives that fight gave blue side with the Baron play too 5K gold lead almost.
That fight by the dragon was definitely a turning point for the game. I'm not sure why Red was fortunate after the dragon already went away.
Yeah, I think they got a little. Yeah, they got a little froggy there. Columbia might. He's overstepping a little bit. I don't know if this T2 is worth. I don't think they can protect this T2 much longer. Yeah. With all of that skill shot CC, sieges are going to be really, really scary here. So Troll's going to try to wave clear as much as he can, but these are Baron powered minions, so they are a lot harder to take out. And red side does not have a ton of wave clear. That's at least long range and safe. Kublai gets rooted. He's gonna have to pop Zanya's though. He gets a really nice equalizer. Blue Jay is getting melted though, but Trolling is in the mix. He's gonna try to do some damage. Oh my god, Columbia goes down, Kyoto goes down. That was a Malzahar ulti and a Morgana ulti, so they're just being, oh, this backline is so hard to get on. Kublai is trying to back up, he gets slowed by the volley, has to flash away. And meanwhile, Pirate Trade is just bullying Troll at the top. Oh my god, they're gonna break down both Nexus turrets. And Blue Time is going for the victory push here. Kublai's trying his best to dissuade any aggression, but there's just too many blue side members, and this is gonna be a clean victory for the blue team. Nicely done.
Nicely done indeed.
Yeah. All right. Well played. Okay, so we are going to get the next lobby set up. So we're going to go over to intermission for a little bit, and we'll be right back in a short while.